So you go Zoro.
Zoro.
Then who's next? I'm just curious.
Zoro
who's next.
and Sanji are even. Zoro and Sanji are even, bro. They are even.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
They are even.
Hey, yo,
no, look. Zoro just gets all the coolest fights. That's all it is. Now, Zoro is awesome. Don't get me wrong, bro. And Zoro was doing his thing with Kaido. But who wasn't on the roof? Sanji. Sanji doesn't get to do the cool stuff that Zoro gets to do.
Tracy is absolutely right. And here's the thing, real quick, because Tracy is absolutely right. Because anytime Oda writes Sanji, it's always like I'm a smack Sanji down to prove a point to let them know how strong the other person is. Sanji never has like great moments like that. Even if we talk about Queen versus Sanji, it was almost like Queen was a gag character. Now we know how strong Queen is, but the fact that y'all made him that much of a gag character kind of like dim the light on Sanji to let people know like, hey yo, Sanji just took out like one of the third strongest. But because like Queen is such a gag character, it didn't hit as hard as a Zoro versus King, in my opinion.
Also, Sanji was fighting King and Queen by himself.
And did what?
Held them off. 2 people by himself. And while Zoro was up there fighting Kaido, which was awesome. I will never down talk Zoro. Zoro is one of my favorites, you know. But Sanji and Zoro are even, bro. They are evenly matched. That's why they always fighting each other too. They're meant to be even. It's just Sanji's more of a comedic relief character than Zoro is.
That Chopper one is wild, but
okay,
I agree.
You know what I love about this?
You know what do you love about this? I think you've been cooking over there. What's up?
Listen. When we were in MomoCon, we had this very same conversation, and the look on Joe's face just brought me the biggest joy in the world. You know what I mean? Because you see how as big of a Zoro fan as he is, there's a level of people that can appreciate Zoro, and then you have the delusional Zoro. I'm not delusional. Joe is hovering into the delusional side of the Zoro fandom. And it's okay. We love Zoro. I mean, we already know he doesn't have great directional sense or anything like that, but
what they gotta do with anything.
He can box a little bit with his swords, but there is still some room for Zoro to grow. And when you're looking at Sanji, no, a lot of y'all Zoro fans out there love to discount Sanji's feats. And I'm telling y'all, Sanji is one of the fastest characters, not just on the Straw Hats, but in One Piece. Because if you remember correctly, Queen literally told us, I could not even perceive where Sanji was at when he was moving. Sanji can also regenerate. Sanji also has crazy exoskeleton abilities. His defense is crazy. And we're always discounting that because we're looking at Zoro and saying, oh my God, you're one of the greatest swordsmen. He still has a way to go too. Give Sanji his flowers. Bro, that's all I'm saying. You can give Sanji his flowers, bro.
You can give some. I'm not saying don't give Sanji his flowers, bro. I have a moment as to why I don't like Sanji. I used to be a Sanji hater just for the sake of like, I'm gonna be on Zoro's side, but I always have respect for Sanji. I may not have shown it, but I respected Sanji. I did.
I was about to say, when did you ever show it?
We talked about this though. Like, I think Sanji's a great character. I do like his character. Whole Cake is the reason I don't mess with Sanji at all, like at all anymore. Whole Cake,
the fan base is split on that, but
Whole Cake, I know, which is crazy. Whole Cake and Fisherman Island with the whole mermaid situation. Those two situations are the reason I don't mess with Sanji. Like, I don't mess with that.
He was straight up comedic relief in Fisherman.
And I understand
they did him dirty.
I understand that. I get that.
They did him dirty in
Fisherman. Which again, which brings me back to Tracy's point.
Finish? Damn.
Get your bars off.
I understand, and I know a lot of people, you included, Rob, have talked about how Toei is doing Sanji dirty and making Zoro look like the greatest thing on since sliced bread. I get that. I'm not denying that at all. At all. I'm also not saying that Sanji ain't cold. He is. But he is not Zoro cold.
No, because Zoro is painted to be extremely cold. Zoro is the only comedic relief with Zoro is that he gets lost.
So you're telling me, okay, so you're telling me that they go one-on-one, it's a tie, or it's
Yes.
Here's what I'll say, Tracy.
Or very close. It's going to be an Aokiji and Akaino. It's going to be an Aokiji and Akaino thing.
Who's winning? If you have to pick, you have to say right now, who is winning?
It depends. It honestly depends.
Because I think a lot of theirs can be very situational too. Like I honestly think it depends on the situation.
It does. For instance, if they're in the water, Sanji's winning because he can freaking do the moonwalk thing and hella speed blitz Zoro in the water if they fall into the water. If they're just on land or whatever, then I don't know. It's kind of a toss up.
Here's what I always say about this scenario, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
It's a toss
up. Zoro has better endurance than Sanji.
Yes,
Sanji
he can take more.
Yeah, he can take more.
No, I don't know because now
I was about to say I don't know if I can get Sanji got like the whole. I don't know.
No. Sanji has the exoskeleton, right?
But he has the exoskeleton.
But we have to be fair, right? I think what may give Zoro right now currently the slight edge over Sanji for me is the fact that he has access to conquerors. And I feel like that's the only thing that really we can say. But yes, right now,
that's not going to matter though, because
Sanji is faster. Well, I mean, it matters for the fact of him. He scarred Kaido, so that's where the Zoro fans right now, the Zoro fans right now have
Sanji. Sorry, manga spoiler. Quick manga spoiler. This man, Sanji.
Joe doing spoilers.
Yeah, because I don't know this. Quick manga spoiler. So
I'm caught up on the manga, so that's fine.
I know y'all, but anybody watching, okay. So fast forward like 2 minutes from now, maybe, okay, and we'll see. This man Sanji got froze, bro, on Egghead. Bro, what you telling me? You telling me Zoro's over there getting froze like that?
Do we know why though?
Gorosei?
Bro, come on now.
By a Gorosei #1 and #2.
Did that happen in the recent chapter? Because I don't remember that happening.
No. When he first pulled up, the very beginning when the fight
when Saint Saturn first pulled up, Sanji couldn't move. Sanji couldn't move.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember.
But it's a Gorosei though.
Okay,
personally, all right, Joe. Let me ask you this. Saint Ethan right now, because remember, y'all Zoro fans were, it's really Mihawk and Zoro.
Hold on.
And I always said, keep your eye out.
Hold on. I'm not like everybody else. You may feel that way.
Oh, no.
But you keep doing that. I love Mihawk. Do I truly think? Obviously, we did the video with your tier list, and I switched to 2, mostly because I wanted to get a reaction out of you. Right? Do I think that Shanks is stronger than Mihawk? Most likely. I won't say for sure.
Shanks is stronger
so you really 70-30 in Joe? 70-30?
That's like the one thing I do that on.
It wouldn't make sense for Mihawk to be stronger than Shanks.
Yeah,
it wouldn't even make sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It truly doesn't. It truly doesn't. Do I still want to see that happen?
Look at Rob.
Do I still want to see that happen? Wow. Absolutely. And today, I'm going to still say, if they pulled up right now and had a fight, I'm still siding with Mihawk just because that's my dog. Okay? I'm a swords guy. I like swordsmen. Shanks ain't a swordman. He a hockey man, right? So I ain't picking Shanks. And we're going to talk about Shanks here in a minute because I don't trust that man.
And Joe.
There's no way that y'all truly think. I don't even remember what point I was making. I just want to really think that this man Zoro has even a chance of losing to Sanji.
We were talking about
say one thing.
Go ahead, Tracy.
I'm gonna say one thing, and it's a common thing. Actually, there's 2 common themes when it comes to Zoro and Sanji. The common thing is Zoro always gets to fight the #2. Always. Without a doubt.
Because the #2 should always fight the #2.
He always gets the opportunity to fight the #2 though. Okay?
Unless hold on, Tracy, because there were times where Zoro wasn't really measuring up. And there was other people who had to fill in.
Name one.
Like Law, like Yamato.
Yamato is definitely one.
There's characters that had to fill in 4 seats where Zoro could not really. Yes.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to remember the moment you're talking about. When did Law step in when Zoro couldn't do what he was supposed to do? On this roof? On the roof, what happened? On the roof,
what happened with Caesar too?
On the roof, what happened with Kaido? I'm about to be one. I'm about to be the Zoro fan talking about.
Okay,
I'm just on the freaking roof, bro.
I'm just being honest.
Okay, y'all talk about how Zoro always gets all the dope moments. Well, there you go. He has a couple moments to where he fell down, but guess what? In the most recent moments, he up.
Okay, if we're going most recently though, too, Sanji also from the jump when he was introduced to now, he takes a lot longer to actually get serious than Zoro does.
Whose fault is that?
No, I'm saying that's just Sanji. We're saying in a situation where they're both 100% serious. They are even.
Okay, I got a situation for you. I got a situation for you.
When Sanji finally took Queen seriously, When he finally said, "Nah, bro, I gotta lay this man out."
It took a mouse and a girl.
But you already know. First of all, you already know his vices. So let's not play like those type of situations. Because again, if it was situational, then and that was the situation versus him versus Zoro.
Zoro stepped in and saved plenty of females.
Zoro was so serious against King. The whole fight, Zoro was trying to take King out, and it took Zoro a lot longer to beat King,
because King is
at least in anime time. At least in anime time, it took longer for Zoro to beat King than it took Sanji, when he's getting serious, at least, to beat Queen. Sanji was not serious throughout pretty much the whole situation. He was just like, I'm just fighting, I'm doing my thing or whatever. Then he gets mad and he gets serious, and he knocks Queen out.
Dog walks
quick. It looked easy.
Who is stronger? And I think you're not stronger, King or Queen.
They are close.
Who is stronger?
I don't think that.
King is stronger. King is stronger.
Come on, bro.
King is stronger.
But that does not. But that does not dissuade what Sanji can do.
You're telling me King is not beating the crap out of Queen? You're telling me that's a close?
Not the crap, bro. Like it's not gonna be.
And that's why, Joe. That's why I have the. That's why I have the issue, Joe. Because again, for me, Queen was like almost such a gag character that it was like a funny fight. It was never taken serious. That Queen was like literally number 3. Literally
was number 3.
Literally. And if we want to go back, real quick, and if we want to go back to the Gorosei real quick, because I know that's where we're on, that was not Sanji's fault. That was more so to highlight how strong the Gorosei was. I'm sorry that Sanji was like the father character, like he always is. Like always. That's how Oda always writes him. But it was more so to show how strong the Gorosei was. And let's be for real. I think if Zoro was in that situation, same thing.
Okay, you ready for this? You ready for this? Hold on. We talk about the Gorosei, right? Okay, again, more manga spoilers, right? Talk about the Gorosei. You guys were just talking about how fast and durable Sanji is, right? How extremely fast. Robbie was like one of the fastest people in one, not just a Straw Hat, but in One Piece, right?
Yes.
This man had one job. Luffy said, "Hey, yo, pick up Egg." Why am I almost said Eggman? Freaking
Vegapunk.
Pick up Vegapunk and get out of here. Where was the speed then? He had one job, and what happened to Vegapunk?
Bro, all the Gorosei is pulling up.
It was only one.
Wait, was that when there was only one?
Only one. That was before everybody pulled up, because everybody pulled up right before the message was coming.
I could have sworn Vegapunk got off.
Where the speed at there? You had one job. We talked about the Gorosei. We had one job, right? Your boy Sabo. What Sabo do? He got away from all them fools, right? That's
so first of all, they want Sabo. No.
We can't run away. We can't run away real quick as fast as you supposedly.
First of all, those are two totally different situations. Those are
really is, bro.
You can't break Sabo.
But you talking about different situations, right? He's super fast. Get away. You can't do one job and get away.
Are we getting the order correct, bro?
Stand your ground. I said get away, bro. Come on now.
Are we getting the order correct though? Because like my brain is a little hazy right now on the manga. I gotta reread it, but like I could have sworn all 5 of the Gorosei was there when Vegapunk got hit.
I don't think so.
I could have sworn they were.
Because it was just Saturn and Kizaru when that happened.
Yeah, I don't think because they summoned them.
Yeah, it was
more recent.
Yeah, it was just them
but
two?
Joe, I hope you're not doing what I think you're doing,
bro. What am I doing?
And that's picking apart some small Sanji L's, because if we could pull up, we could look at Zoro's L's too, and it would be a long list.
Okay,
a long list,
bro. If that's what you truly want to do, then go ahead.
No, I'm not here to do that, because I've said Zoro has conquerors, Sanji does not, and I feel like that is the main factor that we can point to. All I'm saying is that for the Zoro fans out there that say Sanji has no shot, I'm like, you're dead wrong.
I didn't say no shot. I'm not saying. It's definitely not low diff. It's not a low. It's not like Zoro pulling up and slicing the man. It's a high diff fight, but Zoro's coming out on top.
Extreme diff. It's an extreme. I would say, okay, just for the sake of, we're supposed to be talking about Chopper.
I know.
I forgot we forgot about Chopper.
We're talking about Chopper, my boy. I would say, okay, 49-51, Zoro 51, Sanji 49.
It's going to be very high diff. Like, it's going to be hard.
If that's really the argument, it's got to be at least that close. It has to be. If they're not 50-50, it's got to be 51-49. They're super close.
You better pray Yamato don't join the crew. Better pray.
Because it's a wrap. Because we all know.
I need Yamato to join the crew for real. I really do.
Yeah, but the Zoro fans are gonna be sick.
Who gonna be sick?
You now.
Oh, yeah, because Zoro would no longer be number 2.
Yeah,
for a period of time.
I still think he would.
For
over Yamato?
Over Yamato?
Yeah. Zoro's stronger than Yamato. Zoro's stronger than Yamato. Yamato didn't hurt Kaido. Yamato was boxing.
He was boxing for a good minute.
And she's been using conquerors since.
I'm not saying Yamato is far off. Yamato is right there with him, but Zoro actually for real hurt Kaido though. Zoro's stronger than Yamato.
Hey, Tracy said it. I ain't have to.
Yamato literally beat. She was boxing Ace with C Prism Stone handcuffs. Remember, Ace was somebody that was praised to be like.
But we saw what Ace is. We saw what Ace is.
Ace is not as strong as everybody makes him out to see.
As much as I love Ace, Ace was my dog until I saw.
I don't.
She was nerfed. C Prism Stone handcuffs.
Ace lost to a Blackbeard with 1 devil fruit. Okay,
so
Blackbeard.
Who's a Yonko?
Who recently
he wasn't a Yonko
that devil fruit.
He wasn't a Yonko at the time. We can't.
Now he's a Yonko, but he wasn't, and he didn't even have his devil fruit for that long. Ace was very acquainted with his powers and everything, and he still lost to a Blackbeard who had his devil fruit for like 2 months, 3 months.
Here's what I would say the inconsistency is, because when we got the backstory of Ace in Wano, like you just had to believe that Ace was that guy, being that he was at Wano, was able to box with like some of these heavy hitters, and so like we know that now, but like from what it looked like, just us watching the story and him at Marineford, he didn't seem like that guy. But I'm like, how? It's kind of like just a little bit
shaky. It's very shaky.
Real shaky.
You know, like we can say that Ace is probably as strong as like Luffy and Fishman Island. Like that's probably about how strong Ace was.
Fishman.
I know Ace had conquerors in the light novel.
Oh, I didn't read the light novel.
Oh, I didn't read that. Sorry. I mean, we ain't saw.
He boxed Whitebeard.
He lost to Whitebeard.
He lost to Whitebeard.
A lot.
Yeah, he boxed him though, but yeah, he lost.
A lot. I mean, but Whitebeard wasn't serious, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I still think to fight Ace with C Prism Stone handcuffs on, and still
for sure, that's definitely a feat.
Like, yeah, that's OD. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a feat Yamato for sure. But I'm just looking at Yamato versus Kaido though. Yamato versus Kaido, she was holding her own, but she didn't like do real damage.
And I think that's my thing is like for her to hold her own as long. Zoro did do damage, but I don't know if Zoro would be able to hold his own for that long.
But that's what I'm saying. Zoro put his all into one attack, and he scarred Kaido, and Kaido was like, "Oh, like stand proud. That was cute." Yeah. You know, you didn't even get me to drop to my knees.
He was crazy. Not like he didn't have flashbacks. He didn't have flashbacks.
Kaido literally said, "Yo, Zoro, you couldn't get me to drop to my knees." He did. Am I capping? Or did he say? Didn't he say that?
That's cute as wild.
That's cute. That's cute as wild.
He literally said, "Yo, you couldn't get me to drop to my knees."
You ain't never gonna beat these allegations, bro. Like,
bro. That's in the manga.
That's crazy,
Preston, am I lying? Is that not in the manga?
He said that's cute.
It's pretty much there.
He said that's cute.
It's in the manga.
I mean, kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
That's him.
And then Zoro went away.
I was anime only at that time, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, he literally said you couldn't get me to drop to my knees. That means the attack was you nice. Scarred me, but it didn't do enough to make me like. We're not
gonna act like this man didn't have flashbacks of Odin when Zoro attacked him. Like, what are we talking about?
He did.
Like, what are we talking about?
He did.
So
come on, bro. Come on,
that's true. That's
so are we literally about to equate Odin to like? Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
The same sword that Zoro had, right? The same sword almost killed him with the high. He couldn't even hold Odin's sword.
Let's not do that.
Because he wasn't prepared. He didn't know what he was getting. Come on, bro.
Exactly.
Zoro still got to wait. Chopper, man. Yeah. Chopper is the fourth strongest.
I apologize, y'all. This is what happens when we get the one and only Shonen Showdown on the show. It just becomes a One Piece anime podcast.
I didn't even say Tracy went first. Tracy went first.